We've been commissioned to help out at the Far Star Station, where Visage farmers grow food for underprivileged worlds. But due to the eccentricities of the Visage language, I haven't the foggiest clue what we'll actually be doing. Director, what a delightful day and/or night in which to see you. I've had a moment to check our itinerary, and while a few farmers are laden with photonymph parasites, I'm not quite seeing the emergency we were warned about.
Hello, and great tragedy forever. Many friends lost already. Many others at the limits of time. Pleased to work, so their world lines stretch in our company.
I see. Yes. Well, let's see about these parasites and figure out the rest as we go, I suppose. Ms. Orion has been working on a means of detaching various kinds of parasitic blighters.
Hey, Director! Parasitology has been in the works for a while, and it's finally time to ship it. There are still a couple of issues with the doctopus misreading the subject's gut biome as a threat, and temporarily removing their digestive system. But we can iron that out later. Hope it helps. Try not to look it in the eyes.
I've suggested for months now that we should charge double for parasitized patients, but that's apparently considered grossly inhumane. Regardless, Ms. Orion also requests that we store the photonymphs we extract. For what reason, I'm simply not sure. We're ready to open the hospital at your command. You may also wish to bring in some of your consultants. They're raring to go. Are we ready, Director? Right you are. We're opening the hospital now.
The aperture dilates that life may happen further. Big kisses to you.
I have the inclination to report our client to SR.
What's SR, Heel?
Sapient Resources, maybe. Their job is to look after the company's bottom line while manipulating employees into false comfort. Not to worry, you don't qualify for their services. Our first patients have just slopped in, carrying their own glowy little passengers. Amongst these first patients are some Visage. Ms. Orion has the details on these betentacled fellows. Plenty to learn about the Visage, Director, and all at the tap of a convenient button. Technology truly is something. Something about the flapping of their tentacles is strangely alluring. It feels like a particularly warm hug. Not that I'd know, really.
And a joy for their life now, which is now saved forever by you. And now they cannot die forever.
Director, I fear we might have somewhat oversold the effectiveness of our treatments. The more that I stare at the cover for this Visage dossier, the more tempted I feel to pop myself onto an ambulance and disappear into one of their nebulae. Would you mind answering that call, Director?
The Visage! Most species have a hard time understanding their peculiar minds and visual language. But if you hang around them long enough, you'll just start to get it. They love windows and they love toilets. Windows, presumably, because they get to stare into the void with their luxurious eyes. And toilets? Well, we don't really know. They don't eat, so our best guess is that they just enjoy the lavatorial vibes.
Friends with mittens cured now, their pain removed. Blessings to you, and small presents afforded now.
Sorry to interrupt, Director. Just a reminder to claim your rewards.
The large friends yet still ache with urgency for aid healing. Please immediately do the healing.
Yes, the large friends. Yes, we'll make sure to see to that pronto. Director, I don't know what we're doing here, and I'm starting to panic. Book us tickets on a tanky liner, just in case we need to abandon the proverbial ship. We've got an incoming transmission from Ms. Orion. Something about these parasites we've encountered. Never fear, Director. I can keep our caller on hold as long as necessary. Director, your caller remains on hold.
Great job so far, Director. The photo nymphs that have been extracted from those patients, we're gonna use them to make some photo fertilizer. Here will give you the details.
I will. Yes, of course I will. Director, according to these schematics, the photo nymphs need to be loaded into canisters by our wonderful parasitology demons. Once the canisters are adequately prepared, they'll be dispatched down to the farm to achieve rejuvenation of the vegetables. I'm not entirely clear how, but that's the plan. Given the large volume of incoming canisters, you may want to prioritize them in specific rooms. To do this, select a room and then add canisters as a condition priority. You can use this to keep canisters to a specific part of the hospital, or just generally make them feel more important. Director, I recommend assigning our canisters as the priority in some of our parasitology rooms. This will ensure that they're seen to as rapidly as possible. Select one of the rooms to set this up.
Hello! It's me again. A fine invention.
Our first batch of photo fertilizer is away. Its juices will hopefully nourish these odd vegetables back to health.
Stuff is working. The veggies are looking way better. Also, I think I heard one of the canisters reading out nuclear codes while they were on their way to the ambulance.
Oh, I'm sure they're for a country which no longer exists. Nothing to be concerned about, Maddie.
Are you sure?
Not in the slightest.
Many visaged with weeping stones, obscuring speech, and tentacle shakery insufficient. With love for you.
Yes, and we love you too, tentacle person, for wholly contractual and platonic reasons. Patience incoming, Director. Given the materials crusting up their eyes, I'd say it looks like a job for laser surgery. The calcified visage have arrived.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again.
We have noxious, Director. Left unaddressed, this could cause a rush on the vending machines.
I think I brought you the right bits. If not, it might just be bog rolls and videotapes. Back to the dome for me, Galacticare.
Eel,
Yes, Smitty.
why do you keep sending me messages that say increase hostility weights?
I'm making experimental updates to your AI.
Is that normal?
Yes, Smitty. With the overhauls your network has had over the last decade, it's like a bowl of spaghetti in there. Don't worry, I'll sort you out.
veggies came loose from the farm and are heading straight for us.
Not at all the case, Mary. They're simply growing larger on account of our director's immaculate performance. Well, we've taken significant structural damage from the impact of tractor-sized tomatoes. Egg on my face, I suppose. Mary, did you read the magazine I sent you?
I'm not really interested in tractors, Heel.
Nonsense. Good grief, the talk they're getting these days.
Brave engine which spins very strongly now. The hauling happens with great efficiency now, and joy for drivers. Their loud horns also.
Oh, yes. Precisely, the horns. Well, I'll be a fellow enthusiast. I shall contact you directly.
Hello, Galacticare. There should be a good range of gubbins here. Thank you. Come again. See you around. around space.
Success happening now. Ocular corrections inspire joy, and vegetable flourishing eventuates. Fast claps for you. Bestowing now the critter lure, for then to placing. Critter's approach to its song for trivial collection.
Metrics on our treatments for the farm so far look really good, guys. There are still a bunch of ways we can improve it, though. I'll send Heel some ideas.
Yes. Director, we can jazz up the effectiveness of our photofertilizer by running the canisters through a skin lab after they've collected a photonymph sample. Make sure there are enough of each room to ensure our canisters get drenched in the appropriate slop at a regular pace. And don't forget that you can also assign canisters as the priority in your skin labs.
Warm greetings to you all. Catch you later.
Blessings upon Tractor Understander. A magazine provided and returned, gently folded and known now.
Ah, the magazine. Oh, I've plenty of editions. There was a particularly interesting design for an injection pump in January's release, which...
Claps for device knowledge provided. We must attend to non-tractor matters forever now.
Ah. Yes, of course. Best of luck to you. Medi, I think the alien just ghosted me.
They're not a ghost, Heel. They're a mollusk.
Their roots is on the buzzer for you, Director. Something about a bloating issue. As I have come to expect, the details are rather unclear.
We request ape help with Visage private problems. Our roots must perform the divergence, and our progeny wait in the world lines, delayed too long. Mollusk brain help, and then vibrations happen.
I'm afraid I'm rather at a loss, Director.
Heel, I think they're saying they want to visit the Dreamarium and then get shaken around in a centrifuge.
Mary, you don't know what those words mean.
Correct for the medi-machine mind. Great pain happens now. I arrive soon for and then baby to happen twice.
Everyone has gone utterly mad.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. How we looking? I hope none of that's illegal.
Our perilously bulging client has arrived, Director. I expect they'll want to be seen to as quickly as we can.
Correct, and thank you. You are small.
So I hear.
Catch you in the void.
Director, noshes have been spotted in the station.
Divergence withheld. Please to neuron separation, and then good vibrations.
Yes, I'm afraid I have little experience with the Visage life cycle. I'll ask Mary if he can find some soothing drinks for you.
And thanking you. Claps for clam friend assistance. Has re-separated proto-minds. We ache for release of small visage now. Request shaking. Request shaking. Please shake the baby now. Request apes to shake the baby.
Relief provided and anxiety is at the loss. Thank you for the new lines, which only now become possible now from you. The team self-sipping to farm, returning now and to help.
A farewell to you now, briefly as strangers. To know you again with differences in time someday. Recovered now from catastrophe as friend to Galacticare. Grateful for them. Dr. Cora Orion, to whom speaking would happen well.
Yes, as you say.
To join to Galacticare now, to work in gratitude for visage and visage healing. Experience developed, shared with us unconsciously. Affected by mood, by thought. All feelings shared in joy and suffering. We'll prepare to perform Galacticare health operation. Grateful for you.
Warm greetings to you all. Having a gander. Hope it helps you out. Browse away. I'll chuck it in. I'm off to catch up with the news.
Director, a plague of noshers have come to visit our wonderful hospital and harass the pleasant patients within.
Hello! It's me again. Just some bits and bobs, really. Right then, back to the road for me.
We're seeing some spectacular results from our vegetable interventions, Director. Spiffing job so far.
Majestic vegetables singing the hidden rhythms, providing lone horn now, whose toots open the gift sphincter to the lone world. Therefore, toot for first encounter with Band's friend. It is correct, and for the joy.
Director, I've received another update from Ms. Orion's research on the blight which has struck the farm. Based on her models, we can produce 2 distinct products, and this new one will require bones as an ingredient.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again. Had to clean some of this up. Not easy with flippers.
Vomitungs detected inside the station, Director.
I saw a photo nymph floating around, and it made me really mad for some reason. Did you change something?
No, Mary, nothing at all to worry about. Besides, the photo nymphs are utterly harmless unless ingested. Consider them our friends. Director, I may have accidentally revived Mary's wartime programming. Additionally, it seems a recent shipment of cork was infested with photo nymphs. They've bred in the cans and their offspring are now floating about. You can collect them to add them to our stockpile.
Hello, Galactica. Just some bits and bobs, really. Fancy that one? Smashing. Think that one's new. Had to clean some of this up. Not easy with flippers. Didn't see anything you liked? See you later, Galacticare. I'm off for a spot of cheese.
Tiny enemies arrive for you now, with deep friend attachments, with regret.
The racism is necessary.
I'm I'm sure that something merely got lost in translation, Director. Director, I think I've identified the tiny enemies in question. A large group of parasitized patients have arrived, and they're infested with more than just photonymphs. Our parasitology machines will be rather busy. Director, a plague of noshers have come to visit our wonderful hospital and harass the pleasant patients within.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. Perfect. Back to the dome for me, Galacticare.
Happy tidings to friend Orion, visage known. Gift of fondness and for your brain. Liquid vegetables provided to you now. Perform shaking before provided to mouth aperture.
I had no idea that was you. That's very kind. Fast claps for you. I think that's how it goes. Director, I should have probably analyzed this before I drank it, but I think I've just ingested an immense dose of a very potent hallucinogen.
For your brain, then more like visage brain becoming. Gladly for you.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Director, vomit tongues have been spotted in the station.
Warm greetings to you all. Browse away. Picked that up just for you. See you around, space.
Your good works happen, and smiling happens thereafter. With apologies for friend Cora, whose mind struggles with its newness.
Great job with the fertilizer so far, Director. Jazz hands shaking now. Hey, is the hospital crooked? I can't see straight lines. I'm going to take something for the nausea and sit in the shower for regeneration occurrence. Hi, Director. I hope you're real. The fertilizer can be boosted by shaking. Centrifuge shaking. Everything ought to be shaken. Milkshakes, thick shakes, fruit juice, coffee, maximetaphine, ayahuasca. It's all better shaken.
Director, I don't know how to explain this, but every time I fix a vending machine, it tastes like tractors.
I'll take this one, Director. Mary, I've been borrowing some of your cycles to process a design for the most powerful traction engine possible. Your mild synesthesia is perfectly normal.
Okay, if you say so.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again. Having a gander. Perfect. Always love a good trade. I think I brought you the right bits. If not, it might just be bog rolls and videotapes.
Hi there.
Catch you later.
A clutch of vomitungs has managed to make its way into our hospital, Director.
Great range of sickness now expressed in the bed flesh of space friends. They come to you for medical taps and death is then avoided.
Well, this is odd. It looks like the next wave of patients have been involved in an industrial accident, rather similar to what affected Dorian Salazar's workers back during your orientation. I don't suppose it's out of the question that he could be involved in the farm's trouble somehow. I'll do some digging, Director. The patients with industrial injuries are arriving now. I asked Ms. Orion to have a cursory glance at the chemical signatures of our patients' coatings, but, well...
Dancing boy Salazar, playing checkers with void gods. He moseys towards his termination.
Quite. Not much luck, I'm afraid, Director.
Healed?
Yes, ma'am.
200 Leonard Moons within hospital now?
Not that I can see, ma'am.
Vegetable rejuvenation
It's all going rather well. It seems your knack for chemistry prevails again, Miss Orion.
Lettuce is libertarian. Figs are fascist.
Yes, quite so, ma'am. I do enjoy a fine bit of alliteration. Stay tuned.
Nice day.
Director, we've been visited by electromagnetic pests. Unless taken care of, they'll make mincemeat of our precious canisters. They also seem to have Salazar printed on them. Just a moment.
Mushy mushy, butler boy. For what reason are you out the pleasure?
Stole my line. We have some EM pests here, and they just so happen to have your branding on them.
Listen well, you silicon trollop. If a peasant prints my name on our secret space weapons over my comments on the topology of his mother, he'll be going in the device. Now, I have a jacuzzi to break in. Goodbye.
Well, I'm happy to take that as a formal confession if you are, Director.
So, should I blast them?
Yes, Betty. Kill.
Hello, Galacticare. How are we looking? I'll chuck it in. void.
I just zapped one of those electro pests and I think I got a flashback to something really, really bad happening. Is that normal?
Oh, that's simply a scene from a horror film I watched recently. I've been experimenting with uploading my experiences to you. Nothing to fear.
Oh, okay. Sounds normal. Thanks.
Yes, you're welcome. We have an incursion of Laxites. I suggest swift action, Director, or the consequences will be unpleasant.
A button for you. Things are no longer real. The deep being appreciates your fertilizer work. Big veg for helping many people soon. Carrots are communists.
Director, I've received an additional formula from Ms. Orion, and apparently we should set our turbo bone meal canisters on fire. Projectile medicine should add the additional heat we need, I suppose. We don't have anything else that could serve as a flamethrower unless we're willing to declare ourselves an independent state.
Incoming vegetables provided for all and joyous now. Respectfully embracing you as are not required.
With appreciation for Visage, requesting now Visage help with devil elimination.
Consider peacefully a polite vegetable growing large. The joy provided for gazing and thereafter mouthful.
Carrots are communists.
Yes, and no also. Consider reduction of Visage gift intensity with GABA agonist with care for you. Many Visage coming now for jolly Galacticare reputation. Divergence required, and therefore to the shaking. Please provide shaking.
More Visage undergoing a belated divergence. I'll whisper gentle words of encouragement to the staff working our centrifuges.
Hello! It's me again. There should be a good range of gubbins here.
The bulging visage have arrived, Director, and
Flesh permits access to oblivion.
as you so often say, Mum,
The mind need not be itself. Many minds together, wires to bridge a distance which need not belong to us.
great. Director, Ms. Orion is attempting to purchase 15 million credits worth of silicon, copper, and lithium, so I've temporarily blocked her access to the company account.
Some handy gizmos in there. Right then. Back to the road for me.
You told me to try practicing with my anti-personnel net, but I don't think I have one of those.
I'm sure you'll get there, my lad. It's either that or you'll be driven along a maddening crusade to manifest a part of yourself which doesn't actually exist. Win-win, really. Welcome to consciousness. Oh, and stay on top of the electromagnetic pests. Don't let them touch our canisters.
Kill target confirmed.
Splendid. Director, vomit tongues have been spotted in the station.
Director, for concern having. Visage incorrect. The dark agent rushes for me. Crushed space in the wake. Escaping to black hole now. To sever all light cones and die forever.
Unnecessary retreat, enemy spirit contained in the great mind. Only ghosts now. No fear being had within you now.
Director, I don't mean to alarm you, but I've rather lost control of the situation between our client and CEO. As a precaution against what I expect to happen in this abrupt hysteria about what I can only presume is Satan, I've locked down Mr. Ryan's shuttle codes and have ordered a wellness check.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. Browse away. Pick that up just for you. Just some bits and bobs, really. A fine invention. I'm off to catch up with the news.
Director, lac sites have been spotted in the station. We've done it! The farm is throbbing with fresh virile energy. Our logistics have been exemplary, and I'm considering becoming a gardener. Remarkable work, Director.
Joy and joy again. Tentacle hugging happens forever now. Significant hugs which envelop you forever. Thanks and appreciation then. A new task now, without pain, to use your processes to produce the large vegetable, should you like. And in thanks to you.
Pardon me? Our visage friend seems to be offering us some kind of vegetable invitation. Vegetation. In vegetation. I'm sure it'll come to me eventually, Director.
Blessings to novel space friends, for the joy of all worlds, and for your machine butler. A new vegetable for you to make big now, and feed those in need.
Good grief, Director. A chance to grow an extraordinarily large vegetable. Living proof of our flawless agricultural supremacy. Well, I'm just about beside myself.
Competition occurs soon. The large vegetable achieves a sidestep to capitalism. We celebrate the girth and thereafter feed the needy. Thank you for fasteners such as the blue hedgehog.
Director, hopes and dreams, a liquid form taken. To juice now from Dreamarium clam products and going into canisters happens. Heal. Please help explanation for juice protocols.
Fortunately, Director, Ms. Orion has sent me her schematics, and we may want to build some more Dreamariums to speed this up. Hopes and Dreams, she's calling it. Unless she's gone crackers, it should be the perfect accompaniment to our other 2 canister products.
Hello! It's me again. That one's new. How we looking? Fancy that one? Smashing. Having a gander. Ooh.
The Visage keeps saying that I'm the spirit has yet unawakened, which is a little creepy to hear over and over.
Well, I don't know how they managed to get access to your comms, Medi, but I'll look into it.
I don't think they did. They said something about speaking directly to the mind.
No, Medi, that can't be right. You're non-sapient. Our security is compromised. Be on the lookout for any suspicious visage near electrical sockets. Director, we appear to have an infestation of vomitungs.
The vegetable is large. The engorgement of the vegetable now. Tremendous vegetable happens imminently.
The vegetable is large.
Delighting us and you, and therefore visage everywhere. With regret to say, these buttons too small.
Disgraced at small buttons. Accommodation should happen that Visage can enjoy buttons gracefully.
Butler listens now with concern for you. Peace to your mind soon. Thank you for joining Visage Mind category.
Expiration imminently happens. The synaptic gulf is a bag of cats. Visage mentality inappropriate for human mind containment.
Yes, it does seem like you're having a spot of bother, Mum. Have no fear. The sight of our freakishly large vegetable specimen should cheer you right up.
Roots extending, seeking, buried in hidden space. Not from our world. Wrong. and wronged.
Actually, I'm rather confident that most of them are cucumbers and tomatoes. Perfectly normal.
The roots creak, a wound from across time, wisely noticed and visaged for you to do what you can.
I am going to excuse myself from this conversation.
Conclusion occurrence occurs now. Grateful for vegetable opportunities firmly taken.
Here's hoping our botanical pals are enthusiastic about their turgid flora.
The largest star and a gold star to you. The largest friend we behold now. Excited spilling of money upon you. Vegetable beheld now for consideration, considering immediately this vegetable. The gravity well is steep, sensitive tapping upon the vegetable. Grateful for you, and the salivation happens compulsively. Many hungry stomachs stretched soon now, inflated with the joy of provided vegetable. Claps for you and machine butler.
Well, isn't that just delightful? I suppose that's us done then. A good spot of farming, the development and synthesis of incredibly potent fertilizers, awful glowing parasites. Quite an interesting day overall. Ms. Orion is going through a significant detox and should be back to her normal self in short order.
Thankful for robotic friends. Please cancel supercomputer orders for organic life integration.
Oh, not to worry, ma'am. I blocked your purchases from going through. If you actually intend to join all life into a synthetic union, I'm sure you'd prefer doing it sober.
Director for the good of all. Gratitude unending. Being on the floor happens now.
We're about ready to move on. But I was rather hoping you'd say that. More time to gaze through the window and enjoy the handsome results of our many labors. And do healthcare, of course.
Hello, Galacticare. I think I brought you the right bits. If not, it might just be bog rolls and videotapes. See you later, Galacticare. I'm off for a spot of cheese.
Vomitongues are stalking your hospital. It's worth getting rid of them if you want your patients to keep their food down.
Hello, Galacticare. Dr. Femerin's Tibia, forensic osteologist. You may be able to help me with some scientific research. I am an expert in bones and would love a chance to study your boning chamber technology.
You're an expert in bones.
If you're willing, I'd love any data you can send me from your boning chamber treatments. My institute will happily pay you for any data you gather in support of my work.
Apologies, just getting it all straight. Your work is bones.
Yes, and I'm very good. Great. Just do whatever you people normally do, and I'll dive into the findings after.
You'll have enough data on broken bones to cover even the very worst sport-related riot.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Beginning transfer of boning chamber data to Dr. Tibia now, Director. Keep in mind that the more boning chambers we have, the more data we'll gather. I confess I can't quite wrap my head around why someone would study bones, but to each their own, I suppose. Director, we appear to have an infestation of vomitongues.
Warm greetings to you all. There should be a good range of gubbins here. I'll chuck it in.
Director, there's been a train derailment at the Splitter Transport Hub. Patients are arriving now with all manner of skeletal injuries.
Oh, what a wonderful coincidence. I can't wait to see their bones.
It's so important to have hobbies. Director, a plague of noshers have come to visit our wonderful hospital and harass the pleasant patients within. Dr. Tibia, I'm curious what you hope to learn from the boning chamber data.
Oh, so much. If you know how to read them, you can see all sorts of things written in bones.
Such as?
Well, stuff that damages bones, mostly. How much longer will this take? My lab techs work faster than this, and they do not have strong work ethics.
Not long now, Dr. Tibia. If you're starved for new data, I would be happy to send over some quite interesting magazines for your enjoyment.
Are they about bones?
Well, no.
Then, no thank you.
Director, vomit tongues have been spotted in the station.
Stuck into this data. It should really support my dissertation on the industrial utility of bone meal. This should cover your efforts. I guess saying thank you is customary, so thank you.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again. Had to clean some of this up. Not easy with flippers. Right then. Back to the road for me.
We have a sudden Lexite problem, Director, and if we don't zap them to oblivion, our frauds may end up looking like a Jackson Pollock.
Hope it helps you out. A fine invention.
Director, Ms. Orion has a personal request for you. I'm actually not privy to the details, which I must say I'm not happy about.
Ah, Director. I wonder if you wouldn't mind looking after a bit of a special patient. An old friend of mine, as a matter of fact. He's an actor, and he's become jellified just hours before opening night. Between you and me, I owe Charlie a bit of a favor. So I'd be so grateful if you could sort him out.
Back to the dome for me, Galacticare.
Oh, marvelous. He should be with you in a jiffy.
Good evening, Galacticare. Charles Barrymore. Charlie to friends. I'm afraid I've got a rather literal case of jelly legs mere moments before curtain up. Terribly unprofessional. Cora assured me you would be able to help.
Well, if Cora says so, it must be true. Happy to assist any associate of Ms. Orion, Mr. Barrymore.
Thank heavens! Our cross-species Hamlet revival can go on. It's set in the metaverse, you know.
Sounds utterly unmissable. We have a sudden Lexite problem, Director, and if we don't zap them to oblivion, our frauds may end up looking like a Jackson Pollock.
Jellification? That sounds made up.
You may dabble in the make-believe, Mr. Barryborough, but here at Galacticare we stay firmly inside the bounds of the real. Now, let's get you to Skin Lab for your basting.
If this is going to be any longer, I'd better get the stage manager to hold the curtain and keep my understudy's grubby mitts off my stockings.
Vomitungs are stalking your hospital. It's worth getting rid of them if you want your patients to keep their food down.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. Fancy that one? Smashing.
Director, hospital hygiene is becoming an issue. More Melibots should do the trick. Director, a plague of noshers have come to visit our wonderful hospital and harass the pleasant patients within.
Ha ha! Out vile jelly indeed. Thank you, Galacticare. The show can go on. My Ophelia will be so relieved.
Of course, Galacticare is proud to be a patron of the dramatic arts.
Please pass on my thanks to Cora. There's a front row seat with her name on it, if she ever wishes to attend the show.
I'm sure she wouldn't miss it. Now, off you pop. Don't want to keep your audience waiting. Noshers stalk your dungeon. Well, hospital. Beware.
Hey there.
Galacticare. Passengers permeating once again. Your relief needed for brooding and palliating. Kisses in anticipation.
I admit these subtleties of visage dialect still elude me, but I gather our agrarian friends at Farstar have had a recurrence of their photo-nymph problem. Shall I ready parasitology, Director?
Jamboree and merry-making gratitude. Galacticare.
That language barrier is exhausting, and my neural net is capable of 1 trillion calculations a second. I don't know how you manage it, Director.
That's funny, Heel. I can understand them just fine.
Well, if they ask for someone to mop up some vomit, we'll be just fine, won't we?
Hello, Galactica. Browse away. Think that one's new.
Director, noshers have been spotted in the station. Director, photo-nymph patients have begun arriving. We could treat them, or just disperse them through the hospital to save on lighting costs. But we should probably treat them.
I'm off to catch up with the news.
I wonder what it would be like to work on a farm. I bet it's just like a hospital, but with food instead of patients. Can I ask the farmers about it?
I'd love you to try, Mary. Good luck getting anything enlightening out of them.
Yes, digital babies tending silent green bodies. Caring for organic life requires active listening.
As I was saying, we have a sudden laxite problem, Director, and if we don't zap them to oblivion, our frauds may end up looking like a Jackson Pollock.
Actual farming of your space veggies. Do you have veggie bots?
White-born visage undaunted, and like you, attend edibles with manual transmission. Digital beavers oblige kind cooperation.
Oh, beavers high-fiving farmers. Turns gears easy for, blowing green balloons?
As such, baby beaver.
I'm pretty sure this is what going mad feels like, Director. We've been commissioned to help out at the Far Star station, where Visage farmers grow food.